So in today's video, I'm going to share with you how to always win a trade on boom and crash indices. So right here, we're starting with the crash 1000 index, and you know the drill, guys. To see a better entry point on the market, first thing you need to do is to check the higher time frame to confirm your entry, right? So we'll go over to the 1 hour time frame to confirm our entry. So right here, guys, what we're seeing here is that this market have sold, right? We're seeing a long sell position. This is a very long spike, right? And right here is actually selling again. Now we're seeing a buy, right? We're seeing a long buy position. So we'll go back to the 1 minute time frame. We're going back to the 1 minute time frame, and we can place a buy at this point and take like 5 candlesticks from this point entry. All right, now the next step for us to do is to add in some indicator into our chart. So what we're going to do right here is to put in the relative strength index just to level the trade. We're putting the RSI on period 14, while we put the levels on 90 and the level of 10, so that you can see clearly the overbought and the oversold position. Then the style, we're going to put it on 3 pixels, while we put a straight line pattern here at this first one. Then you set the color to blue, right? The color blue right there. Then you click on done. All right, now we can clearly see the overbought and we are seeing the oversold. So what did I say? When I check the higher time frame, we just confirm our entry that this market is going to buy. Now you saw that I just zoom out of the trade right here. This is how you always win a trade. All right, from this point down here, the market has been selling. Let me mark it for you guys so that you can see what I'm talking about. From this point, you can see that this market has been selling from here downwards to this point, and the next step is for a buy. Okay, is for a buy. Take a look at this, guys. This market bought from here down to this point, and it sold for a very long period of time, right? And if we confirm our 1 hour time frame, we can see that if we zoom in right here, that this market has sold for a long period of time. All right, this market has sold for a long period of time. So the next step is for the market to buy again. So we have full confidence that we can place a buy and take 5 candlesticks from this point entries and, you know, take those profits. All right, scalping is one of the best methods I always use when I trade the crash market. So the second indicator which we are going to put in is the MACD indicator. This is one of the best indicator which I use, and this is the setup for the MACD, which is the fast EMA on 14, the slow EMA on 24, the MACD SMA on 10, while you apply to close right here. You don't add any levels. Why? For the signal, you put the color on black, while you put it on 3 pixels, and the signal right here again, you put the color on green, on red, while you put it on 3 pixels. The main is going to be on black, the signal is going to be on red. Then you click on done. All right, so if you don't know how to use this MACD indicator, I'm going to explain to you guys how you can use this MACD indicator to always win on a trade. So it's not that hard. So what you see here is an uptrend of the MACD. Basically, when the uptrend on the MACD gets to this point of the level of 90, the market will sell. That is when a spike will come through in the market when you get to the overbought region, which is the level of 90. So you see that immediately you exit. So if you place a buy at this point right here, just to cash 5 candlesticks, when you get those 5 candlesticks, you exit the market and you wait for another good opportunity for a buy again. So we're taking just 5 candles at a particular period of time. All right, 5 candles every time the MACD is on an uptrend. You take 5 candlesticks from the beginning, you place a buy and you wait. After that, you wait after the spike, after the next spike. Then when the MACD is creating an uptrend again, after a very long downtrend of the MACD, then when it starts creating an uptrend, you place another buy for 5 candlesticks. Then you exit the market, because when it gets to this point, the market is going to sell. All right, and the spike is going to come through in the market. All right, so if you want to catch spikes on the market, all you need to do is just wait until price gets to this point, almost at the level of 90. Then you place your sell position and you can't cash the spike, right? Then if you are trading on this crash market, what you need to put your eye for is that mainly on the downtrend of the MACD, a spike always come through in the market. That's when spike always come through in the market, the downtrend. If you take a look at this point now, if I zoom out a little bit, we can see that this market sold right from this point downward to this point right here. And if you take a look at this, right, take a look, basically every time this market sold, it's always on the downtrend of the MACD, right? Take a look. This market started to sell from this point downward to this point. If you trace it down, you can see that it's on the MACD. So whenever you're on the market on crash, you don't want to be on a buy when the MACD is on the downtrend. You don't want to place a buy at that point because the spike is going to come through. So if you are placing a buy, you want to watch out for this point that I'm telling you right now. You want to watch out for this point that once the MACD is on the downtrend, spike is going to come into the market. All right. Once it's a downtrend on the MACD, the spike is going to come through. Take a look at this point as well. Right from here, downwards spikes, the market sold, downtrend of the MACD. Take a look at that downtrend. Right here, you place your buy for 5 candlesticks. Let me zoom in right here. This is the first trend of the MACD. During an uptrend, you place your buy, you count 5 candles. Immediately after 5, you exit the market. Then you wait again for another opportunity. Right, take a look at this point. You get to this point, spike comes into the market. Right, take a look at that, trace it up here. You see, it gets to the level of 90, there was a spike. Then you wait again. Once you place a buy during the first trend here, you wait until the MACD has gone to the downward trend. Then immediately you see that I start creating an uptrend. After 2, you place your buy. All right, you place your buy. Take a look at it. The downtrend, there's a lot of spike on the MACD. All right, on the MACD. Now we can clearly see that the market is still buying at this point. Remember, I told you guys that it's a good opportunity for we to place a buy because we just confirm the higher time frame that the market is going to buy. Take a look at that. The market has started buying right now. So now, how do you do this? Using the same parameters for the boom 1000 index. Okay, now we're using the same setup, right? And we'll go over to the boom 1000 index. So I'm going to share with you how you can use the same setup to trade and always win. So the first step we did was on crash 1000, right? So we're doing now on boom. Okay, we're doing it now on boom 1000 index, right? Now we're using the same setup, the RSI and the MACD, right? The related strength index, putting them on indicator window 1, right? Now, because we're using the same setup, it doesn't mean that the market will go the same way it went on the crash market. Okay, the crash is for crash, and why this boom is for boom, right? Now, when price get to the level of 90 on boom, the markets will begin to sell. So on boom 1000, when the price here, which is the MACD, during the downtrend, when it gets to the level of 90, the market will buy. Okay, now on the boom 1000 index, the market will buy when it gets to the level of 10. When price gets to the level of 10 during the downtrend of the MACD. Okay, now the spike may come through a little bit. The spike might be a little spike. All right, sometimes the spike comes in big, sometimes it comes in a little. That's why catching spikes on boom is not that advisable to catch spikes on the boom market, only on the crash market, right? Only on the crash market. But when you want to place your sell on the market on boom, is a good opportunity for you to scalp the market and take profit, mainly when price get to the level of 90. Then you place your buy for 5 candlesticks. Okay, you take 5 candlesticks for a better good risk management technique. So why I say that taking 5 candlesticks is very good is because you can see right here that the market is selling, right? You see that the market sold here before it bought to this point, and you might want to say that, oh, I wish I have stayed on this market, I would have made a lot of profit. No, you don't want to do that, because if you just want to buy and hold on the market, you're going to lose your trade. Okay, you don't trade like that just to buy and wait until you are satisfied for the amount of profit you have gotten. No, the spike is going to come through and take away those profit you have made, and you might even get a margin call, right? So you don't want to do that when you're trading the boom and the crash market. You always want to stick to your plan. So before you enter into the trade, always write your plan, your goal for that particular trade. Then you stick to that goal. That's how you're going to always win on the crash and boom market. All right, so I hope you understand this video that I've just shared to you guys. So we're using the same parameters, right? And the spikes always come through during the uptrend, right? The spike always come through during the uptrend. Take a look at this. During the uptrend of the MACD, there was a spike here, there was a spike here, there was a spike here, right? The beginning of the MACD during an uptrend, spikes come through on boom, not on crash. On crash is the downtrend, that's when the spike comes in, while on boom is the uptrend, that's when the spikes comes in. So I hope you understand this video that I've just shared with you. All right, so if you found value in this video, do well to like and subscribe to the channel, the Daily Forex, for more awesome trading tips and strategies. I will see you guys on the next video.